Hello there. This is Wanderlust, and this is the Halifax Wanderers versus Vancouver FC match. Uh, 1-1 at Wanderers grounds. This was probably the most scuffed game I've ever seen this side of Sunday League. And it went about the way others have gone. We started out strong. We had a defensive hiccup close to the end of halftime, and we tightened up in time to keep it from being anything embarrassing. Well, okay, the exception to that was the Can Champs when Ottawa just got really good with their counterattacking and that. But in the league, it's another one of those where we started first. They answered back close to the end of halftime, and we tightened up but couldn't really provide an extra. I was really hoping that we'd be able to get more goals. I guess that'll come. I look forward to that. I look forward to more progress made in the future. Anyhow, the game starting out was really scuffed. Halifax was incredibly strong at the start, not just with the goal, but with a lot of the play, a lot of really progressive play. Calgary's passing was amazing as always. Daniels continued to be a strong force for Geyser. It took a while for Vancouver to grow into the game. At around the 30-minute mark, Vancouver started really disrupting our play and forcing a lot of fouls out of us. We started getting sloppy. They did a good job forcing mistakes and fouls. Thankfully, it wasn't those fouls that led to their goal. It was their increased attacking insistence, their increased drive to get in and equalize. They were all over us for that 10 to 15 minute period, and our goal was like an amazing one-on-one shot that was about as good as a penalty. The way Colombe hit it, I mean, not too many folks are going to save that. Theirs was just a really nice bit of play between Sandoval with his cross and Hundle just to bounce it in and exposing. It wasn't like we were defensively wide open. Omar was a little bit out of position there, but a little bit was all it took for Hundle to take it home. So there was that. Anyhow, second half we tightened up. We weren't quite as silly with fouls, and we weren't quite as... But the game got absolutely scrambled from there on in. A lot of both teams trying to find their feet. A lot of Vancouver trying to realizing that playing more disruptively and playing more to sort of interfere to try and get in the way of our plays has helped, so they continue to do that. If it ain't broke, why fix it? And us trying to regain control of the game. And it was back and forth for a while. It took this long for me to do the review because a lot of it was so all over the place. The entire game was all over the place. I'm glad that Geyser made some decent subs earlier on. Timoteo was the man of the match for us because he came very close to changing the game in our favor. It's just that Callum Irving was really strong in goal. It wasn't Timoteo failing. It was Callum Irving succeeding. And you know the old football cliche, on another day, Timoteo gets it past Irving and we win, but not today. There were a lot of shots on both sides, so I have the FOT mob thing here. A lot of free kicks, a lot of fouls given. both sides. Daniels had a really good shot from distance that missed, and he had another shot that was closer. Daniels earned it good by a lot because the stuff they did do was at exactly the right time. It was pretty good. Colomb obviously got the goal. Calgary passing, he was amazing in the first half. Vancouver did a good job keeping Calgary relatively quiet in the second half, but it wasn't like he was completely out of the game, just pacified for the most part. Fernandez had a penalty, what honestly does look like a penalty to me. My bias is obvious. Maurice Soleil-Baudouin, the lead ref, had other plans and had him booked for simulation. It's one of those. And I really like that we really came alive near the end, even if it didn't amount to much. I really hope that we can provide more offense and that we can stay tight and stay protected at shortly before halftime. This is kind of getting old already. We're undefeated. 3 draws, 3 1-1 draws in particular. Well, next up we go to Winnipeg and try and get a win there. We'll see. I know it's too early for the table to be that relevant, but Valor have been doing quite well so far. We'll see if we can put an end to that next week. Maybe. Come on, you Wanderers.